Hey guys, it's Jedi Lex, and I can't believe I'm finally saying this. The day I've been counting down to for almost an entire year is finally here. Day 1 of Star Wars Celebration Japan has officially begun. I woke up bright and early, filled with excitement and anticipation, and quickly got ready for the day. Before heading out, I stopped by the Lawsons in the hotel lobby to grab a quick breakfast seat while in line, plus a few snacks to keep me going throughout the day. One of the best parts about my hotel was its location. It was directly connected to the convention center by a covered walkway, which made getting there super convenient. No stress, no streets to cross, and no weather to worry about. Just a smooth, easy walk straight into the convention center. I arrived at the convention center around 8 a.m., and the line just to get through security was already incredibly long. But to my surprise, it was moving at a steady pace, and within about an hour, I was through. I had a reservation for the Mandalorian and Grogu panel at the Galaxy stage starting at 10 a.m. So once I cleared security, I made my way over to the panel queue area. It took a minute to figure out which line was for reservations and which one was for standby, but after a little bit of navigating, I found the right spot and hopped in line. We didn't have to wait too long before they started letting people in, and before I knew it, I was walking into the Galaxy stage. I managed to get a pretty good seat with a solid view of the screen, since the Galaxy stage, along with the Twin Sun stage, was streaming the panel live from the Celebration stage. Even though I wasn't at the main stage, the energy at the Galaxy stage was electric, and it still felt like I was a part of the action as we all watched the big reveals together. As soon as the panel let out, I headed straight to the art show to pick up my pre-ordered prints. The process did take a little while since they only had one person confirming pre-orders and printing out our receipts, which we then had to bring to each artist table to collect our art prints. It wasn't the fastest system, but it was well worth the wait to get my hands on some truly incredible pieces. The 4 prints I picked up were ones I chose very intentionally. Not just because of the stunning artwork, but because they almost all featured references to Ahsoka and the Clone Wars, which both have a very deep and personal meaning for me. A Hero's Journey by Tracy Esterday, a beautiful piece that captures the evolution of Ahsoka throughout her journey. Darkness on Umbara by Joe Hogan, a striking depiction of one of the most intense and unforgettable arcs in the Clone Wars, filled with notable clones that we all know and love. Heroes Broken, Destiny Changed by Danny Haas, a powerful piece by one of my favorite artists featuring many of the key characters from the Clone Wars era. And lastly, The Travelers by Ksenia Zelentova, a stunning portrayal of Ahsoka the White alongside the Purrgil, evoking a sense of wonder and purpose in what's still to come in her journey. Seeing these prints in person after months of anticipation was incredibly special, and they were even more breathtaking than I imagined. I couldn't resist walking around the rest of the art show to check out the other artists' prints that I hadn't pre-ordered. Seeing the prints in person was such a treat. The colors, the detail, and the passion in each piece really came to life in a way that you just can't fully appreciate online. What made it even more special was having listened to Tony's past Sith Talk episodes, where he interviewed many of the artists who were at Celebration. Getting to meet them in person, knowing their stories and creative journeys, added so much meaning to their prints. It turned what could have been just another purchase into a truly memorable and personal experience. Many of them also had additional prints available for purchase, along with some of their top sketch cards, which were incredibly cool to see up close. After picking up my art prints, I headed over to the autograph area to wait in line for Rosario Dawson. One of her scheduled autograph sessions was from 1:50 to 3:50, so I decided to get in line early around 12:30, and I ended up being second in the general line. Unfortunately, due to some scheduling delays, Rosario didn't arrive at the table until around 3:30. And since she had a photo op scheduled for 4:10, her team had to move the line along fairly quickly. Even though it was a bit rushed, it was still such a memorable moment finally getting to meet her in person, especially knowing that she brought one of my all-time favorite characters, Ahsoka Tano, into live action, and continues to bring so much depth and meaning to the character. I've had the chance to meet Ashley Eckstein before, so finally getting to meet the other actor responsible for Ahsoka's iconic legacy made the experience feel complete. Even though it was a very brief interaction, it is still one that I will never ever forget. Right after my autograph session with Rosario, I made a quick dash over to one of the panels I was looking forward to the most, Lucasfilm Animation's 20th anniversary panel, and let me tell you, in my opinion, it was hands down the best panel I got to attend at Celebration. The panel kicked off with a massive surprise, the debut screening of Episode 1 of Tales of the Underworld. This episode follows Asajj Ventress after the events that take place in Dark Disciples. A new Inquisitor and an unknown young Jedi are introduced, an insane lightsaber duel occurs, and mentions of the path and its founder Quinlan Vos are made. It's shaping up to be another fantastic installment in the Tales series. The panel was then treated to some never-before-seen unfinished footage from the Clone Wars. This non-rendered animation featured an intense chase through the streets of Coruscant with Anakin Skywalker, Boba Fett, and Cad Bane, What made it even cooler was knowing that the original voice actors had already recorded the dialogue for the sequence. It was such a wild and exciting glimpse into what could have been. I was able to capture most of the scene on video, so I hope you enjoy experiencing it just like we did while we were in the panel.
And so there's this really cool action scene that we've never shown you. We watch it sometimes internally, but we never share it with you guys.
We actually recorded the voice actors associated with that clip.
Did we really?
The intention was to finish it.
That's a shame. That's a shame, because we're not going to. But we'll show you. No, we're not. Don't do that. They'll hold you to it. So, but we'll show you this clip, and I hope you enjoy it. It's really rough. You know, it's old now by any standard, but we thought you'd enjoy it, so let's show it to you.
Okay, for anyone who hasn't seen one of these before, this is an animatic.
It's an animatic, so it's not rendered, it's proxy. It's basically the virtual storytelling tool that George Lucas invented. So we're not drawing storyboards anymore. They're not static. It moves, it's got pace, we can put music to it, it cuts, and the main thing was we could edit it like a live action picture. So every shot is head to tail. So it's not like a moment, it's the whole moment as you would cover it. And by the way, it's because George made us do Clone Wars that way, and he taught us that I was able to go direct live action later. So anyway, let's watch the clip.
Skywalker, did you capture the assassins?
No. How are you feeling?
I'll survive. Any idea who the attackers were?
Not really.
And then, the biggest surprise of all, Sam Witwer made a surprise appearance. He joined the stage for the official announcement and showing of the trailer, not once, but twice, of the brand new animated series, Maul Shadowlord, set to premiere in 2026. The crowd absolutely erupted. Seeing Maul's story continued in animation, especially with Sam reprising his role, was such an epic way to end the panel. I ended the evening in the best possible way, by meeting up with some of my fellow content creators and friends at a nearby pub. We grabbed some dinner, shared a few drinks, and spent time talking about the day's highlights. The best part? We all watched The Phantom Menace together in a pub filled with Star Wars fans. It was the perfect way to close out an unforgettable first day of Star Wars Celebration Japan. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, as well as subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or even click to watch one of my other videos, and may the Force be with you.